Questions for Will?
Will, did you get tired of hearing about Malik Cunningham?
No, I mean, I think he's a great player and he deserves all of the attention that he's gotten. Just glad that our team came on top tonight, and he's still a good player and he deserves all the respect in the world.
So what was the motivation for your team?
I mean, the rivalry itself is enough motivation for all of us, and we always prepare like we any other opponent the same way. But the extra motivation and energy that was brought to practice this week definitely carried over into the game tonight.
Did you know going into the game that those quarterback draws were going to be there?
I knew they were in the game plan, but I mean, we literally called it. I think the same play like 4 or 5 times. So like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess. So it's a good play for us, and yeah.
Did this meet your expectations, the rivalry?
Oh yeah, I mean, all week I knew of just the energy that was surrounding practice, just that all the guys are taking this game very, very seriously, and that it means a lot to them. And then when we got here, just with how the fans reacted to us, kind of the hostile environment, I knew that that it was going to be a chippy game, a good, hard-fought game. And credit to Louisville, they played their butts off. And just glad we came out on top.
How did the L's down feel in the end zone?
Felt good. Felt really good. I'm usually not one to like do that kind of stuff, but I mean, just with the rivalry this week, something I was planning on doing for sure. Just
you
seeing all the guys like Benny and all of them doing it when they were playing the game, it felt natural.
You touched on it a little bit, but the middle was wide open for a lot of those. Were there some of them were called runs and other ones on your own, or how did you determine that? And
yeah, I mean, there were some cue draws that were designated runs, a couple other schemes for me, but a couple of them were just scrambles, like the play I heard him to do. There was trying to draw up a little play action thing to the boundary and wasn't there. Saw an opening, took off. So, I mean, that's I think one of the benefits of just having a quarterback that can use his legs, and it's just something that I've been able to continually grow in myself and understand when it's necessary and when the right time is to just take off, because I know I have the ability to make some plays that way.
Will, after a year here, after a season here, in what ways do you think this team takes on Mark's personality?
I mean, he's a great coach. He's a player's coach. I mean, I think a lot of people say that about a lot of coaches, but he really is. And his whole thing is as long as we respect him, he's going to respect us in all aspects of the game, inside football, outside of football, what have you. And he's a great dude, and we all fight for him as hard as we can. And he just got that personality that makes you want to go to battle for him.
Will, when you started,
Here's so much about Cunningham leading up to this game. Did it give you a little extra incentive, extra juice to show what you can do? That you can hold your own to do what you need to do?
Not really. I mean, I don't really care what their offense is doing on the field. I really only care about the defense. I mean, I've watched them play a little bit on offense, and I've seen Malik play, and he's a great player, but I was more focused on how we were going to attack their defense, because I know that at the end of the day, what they do on offense is out of our hands, so I can't really focus on that too much.
Jeff Drummond.
when you guys started out the week, and you said there was a couple of really good days of practice with high energy, were there any of the older guys, the veterans, that were able to convey what this week means, what this game is all about, that you guys fed off of?
Yeah, I mean, I think like some of the vets like Josh, Luke, Justin, telling stories about previous games in the Governor's Cup that they've played in, and just things that have happened here and there. And it's just cool to hear just how much fun the game is, how much it means to us, to them as players, and to us as a program. And we just wanted to go out there and play our hardest for our seniors, for our coaches, but for everybody. I mean, it's a rivalry, and that's what it's all about.
How do you generate that, Will? Because you're not a Kentucky kid. You've been with the program 1 year. How do you internalize and get kind of the juice going for this rivalry in particular?
I think it's just natural. I mean, it's if your surroundings, you can kind of feel it regardless of where you're from. And obviously, it's my first year at Kentucky, but ever since I got here, I knew about just the animosity, I don't know if that's the right word, between the two programs, and just how much it means to go out there and get that win. And didn't really focus on our relationship or the rivalry until this week, but when it got to this week, it was like, all right, let's go. Thought about just how much it means and used it as extra motivation.
Something about your personality that thrives on?
For sure, yeah. I think I'm a competitive guy. I'm going to compete in everything I do, in anything. And I think that stems from how I was brought up. My parents did a great job of just nurturing me and bringing me up as someone who's never going to quit and someone who's always going to go out and give him his best. So, yeah.
Last two, Rick, and then you. Yeah.
Considering what you guys achieved this season, were you puzzled or angry that they were the favorite in this game?
Yeah, for sure. It's just a little extra motivation. I mean, they've had a good year. They've played some really good teams and have come short against a couple of really good teams, and they still had 6 wins coming into the game. So I could see why the outsiders could think they were favored. But I mean, just I know our team, and I knew that we were going to be able to come in here and play the way we did today.
Kent, and this is the last one.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you guys came in with a ton of confidence, but I don't think anybody predicted it to unfold that way. What do you think was the difference for you guys today?
I think our practice this week. I think that we've had a lot of really good practices this year. Our Tuesday and our Thursday and Friday specifically were 3 of our best practices we've had all year. And good, bad weeks of practice don't always determine how the game goes, but it sure did this week. And we were really able to lock in and be able to execute really well today, which was great.
Awesome.
All right, so